British artist David Hockney said he was drawn to California by the sunshine. Me too, David Hockney. His time there also set him on a path to creating paintings with very vibrant colors. Tonight, one of his works called Portrait of an Artist, Pool with Two Figures, is expected to set a record at the auction. CBS This Morning Saturday co-host Anthony Mason saw the painting up close. He's here to share his unique history. Anthony, didn't even see you come in. Good morning.
I snuck in. Good morning, Gail. This painting is considered by many to be David Hockney's greatest work. It was featured in a blockbuster exhibition that toured London, Paris, and New York's Metropolitan Museum last year. Now, it's poised to make the 81-year-old Hockney the most expensive artist alive.
Workers carefully uncrated the Hockney masterpiece last week at Christie's auction house in Rockefeller Center. Portrait of an Artist, Pool with Two Figures, will be the centerpiece of tonight's post-war and contemporary art sale, says Christie's Alex Rotter.
The estimate on this painting?
$80 million.
Which would set a record.
Which would set a record.
Not just for a work by Hockney, but for any work by a living artist. It would shatter the record set by Jeff Koons' Balloon Dog, which sold for $58.4 million in 2013.
Why do you think you've been so popular over the years?
I like to think it might be the space in the pictures. You don't know why things become memorable. If there was a formula for them, there'd be a lot more of them.
We talked to the artist 2 years ago in his studio in Los Angeles, a long way from the town where Hockney was raised, Bradford, in northern England.
You've described the place you grew up in as kind of dingy.
Dingy. Well, it was Gothic gloom.
So where did your sense of color come from?
Well, probably California. The moment I came here, the color took off.
And your fascination with pools really began because of California.
It's always an interesting thing. How do you paint water? How do you paint something transparent?
Portrait of an Artist is perhaps Hockney's most famous pool picture. It's also the only one to include his other most prominent theme, the double portrait.
There's a story behind this picture.
This one is actually a very personal story because it's about his love and his lost love, or his love that he's about to lose.
The story is told in the 1974 film A Bigger Splash, which captured Hockney working on a first version of the painting, which he'd later abandon and destroy, and then showed him photographing his estranged lover, Peter Schlesinger, for the second painting, which he finished. Although the British pop artist became popular in America, for a long time art historians were unsure where to place Hockney.
And the market took a long time to come around because he found his language just when he moved to America, and then was seen in a funny way in the context of American paintings.
He didn't seem to fit anywhere.
He didn't fit anywhere.
But at 81, Hockney, who's still at work, may have lived long enough to become the priciest living painter.
You just go on and till you fall over.
Is that your plan?
I'm still a smoker. I mean, I just go on, and one day I'll fall over, yeah. I don't mind.
I'll try not to fall over here. Tonight's winning bid is expected to more than double the previous record paid for a David Hockney painting, which was $28.5 million at Sotheby's auction house, and that was just earlier this year. So
I love how he said he loves the wiggly lines that swimming pools make.
He spent so much time trying to figure out how to paint water.
Yeah, you can't capture that in a picture. He says you have to paint it.
But he managed to. It's like those paintings of particularly of Los Angeles are so iconic now. It's and that's what you're seeing in the market.
And it's a nice big painting too.
Yeah, I like that too.
I know. I do.
Goes well over the sofa, Nora, right?
Well, it can take up a whole wall, really.
This has nothing to do with your story today, but there's a story in the news about men and beards.
Yes.
And it says that men that have the light stubble beard
Yes.
are considered the most popular these days,
Okay,
even more than
thank you,
clean
Gail.
shaven. So you're very much on trend.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate
I
it.
knew
You wear it well.
Okay.
I know.
You're welcome.
The jury's out on that one, but
Suits
we'll
you.
see.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
You can always get a compliment here at the table.
Three gals.
We love you.
We tell it like it is.
Okay.
We like what we see. Thanks, Anthony.